So we've made good progress. We've made 130. We've made 100. Where are we? 129, 120 brake, and about 110, 120 newton meters. So we're in a good position. That's just off one tune. We've not changed much, not done much with the timing or anything like that. So we're in a good position to carry on, because I've set the actual engine limit to 7,200 RPM, but we need to move the gearbox limit to 7,200 RPM. So probably you always need like an offset between the engine and the box, otherwise they kind of catch. So if you've got an engine, if you've got a gear limit at 7,200 RPM and then you've got an engine limit at 7,200 RPM, what you find sometimes is the gearbox slightly shifts over the engine and it gets stuck because it hits that engine limit, and that's it. You can't kind of get past it. So whatever you set the engine to needs to be higher than what the gearbox is if you don't want it to change gear by the engine or whatever else. Or if you want to do it the other way around, if you want a hard limit in the engine, so if you want it to feel more manual, so you've got that engine limit, so it's like hits the limit and doesn't change, then you set your gearbox limit above your engine limit, so it hits the engine limit but the gearbox won't do nothing about it. You just run into that limit. So you've got two limits to play with, and that's how we get the full manual mode in the different cars. So what I'm going to want to do is probably leave the engine limit at 7,200 RPM, but let's set the gear limit in manual only, so sport, Tronic, or whatever else you want to do it. I'll set that to 7,500 RPM, 7,600 RPM, so that it doesn't change gear. You're in full control, but it'll still downshift, so you don't stall it. So I need to go into the gearbox side for that. So that may be a video in itself. So torque bump. So this is the gearbox software. All I've changed is the gear limits. So what I got to do now is go in, find all the shift points, and I also want to find the shift speeds. So I'll do that in my own time. I'll figure out where all this is, and then I'll come back. In fact, there's part of the shift speeds. So these are all shift speeds here. The next video on this car will be the gearbox. So I've obviously got to figure out the gearbox, then we should be able to finish the tune, and then give the car back. So yeah. Let's get this car whipped off. So at the minute that is at for the Jag. So we have hit that 630 brake, which I'm happy about. I was wanting above 600 brakes, so I'm happy about that. It's been a good session. And yeah, so we know it's healthy, we know it's good, we know we can carry on. So I'll leave it at there. So please like, subscribe and all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.